Now, as if spending 2 crore rupees of the taxpayers' money to build a temporary plywood dome wasn't enough, the upcoming secretariat is now mired in yet another controversy. As pressure mounts to complete the new secretariat within a few days, labour and safety laws are being blatantly violated. This has led to repeated mishaps at the site. Some are reported, others quite simply brushed under the carpet. The construction of the new secretariat has been put on the fast track. But the frenzied pace of construction has meant labour laws and safety rules being thrown out of the window. Inside, workers toil like ants, and heavy machines too hard at work to meet the deadlines. When we decide to dig deeper, this is what emerges. Workers without safety ropes and helmets working precariously at a height of almost 40 feet, standing on bamboo poles. Now take a closer look. This worker hasn't even got his safety equipment. A fall from here onto the debris below would mean instant death. Not only safety the casualty here, but also basic labour laws. Look at this worker. No, he's not stunted. He's 14 years old and not even paid his wages on time. This kid doesn't even get the basic minimum pay per day. Even project managers in this project have admitted that they are being pushed to their limits.
And they want to, give the delivery of this project, and all the informations are flowing, very fast in this project.
The Chief Minister might see his dream come true in a matter of days, but it's a dream that's been built at a huge cost. With Raja Singh, this is Sai Manish for NDTV Hindu. Now, there's an intense debate on whether the Director of Vigilance and the Anti-Corruption should disclose information about its investigation under the RTI Act. The DVAC is against the idea. Our reporter Salim has the details.
The Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption has moved the court for the second time, seeking exemption from the Right to Information Act. This move comes after this young man sought details of cases that were investigated by the DVAC.
Honorable Justice Chandu ordered that there is no case for DVAC here, information has to be given out. And so now they are coming back on appeal to the High Court. So I don't know, they just want to continue this as long as possible, I guess.
The RTI Act came into force in 2005 and allows access on request to details in the files of public departments. Under the Act, the central and state governments may exempt sensitive departments such as security and intelligence services. But information about corruption and human rights violations cannot be exempted.
It is very clear. All cases where currently investigation is going on and prosecution is likely, they need not provide the information. But all past cases where actions are already completed, they have to provide the information.
The appeal by the DVAC is expected to come up for hearing in a week. The move is seen as significant because the state government had exempted the DVAC from the RTI Act.
Now it is for the consideration of the state government and the High Court whether to entertain such appeals which negate the very purpose for which the Right to Information Act has been established. In Chennai, with camera person Kasilingam, Salim for NDTV Hindu.
And we were earlier joined by Chris Dev, noted RTI activist, and V. Madhav, who's been vouching for getting the DVAC under the purview of the RTI.
That is because we are not demanding compliance. Activists like Madhav are already demanding compliance to the Act. They are following up with the State Information Commission and with the departments concerned. This is what every citizen should do. They should not give up saying that the information is not available.
And there's no reason why DVAC again should be out of it. I think it's all the more important that DVAC should be covered in the RTI Act because it works on investigating corruption allegations. I think it's very crucial. Even some time back, a minister had to quit because she tried to put some pressure on DVAC officials. So it is to expose such things that it is very important that DVAC should be under RTI. And it also helps people to track cases on what is happening, why is it put on the back burner, and we can also find out how many cases are pending for years.
It is the citizens who have to demand compliance to an act, just as compliance to the Constitution of India. When the citizens do not demand, the whole system will become lax. The RTI Act is specially designed to empower every citizen as though he is a member of parliament or an MLA of the country, so that he can get information. And there are very clear provisions where RTI has to make so more to disclosure for transparency and accountability. Today it is not happening. That is where the whole problem comes.
Now, Chennai's Elliott's Beach will come alive over the weekend with an exciting lineup of environmental awareness programs to mark our Greenathon. Our executive editor Sanjay Pinto gives you a sneak peek.
Chennai's shame after a recent festival. Coming soon, the city's showstopper, the Greenathon, to instill that much needed civic sense and to motivate people to care for the environment.
So if you want to go green this weekend, you know where to head to, the Elliott's Beach here in Besanagar in South Chennai.
Supporting the initiative is this founder of Exnora, whose pockets double up as mobile dustbins.
People who enter with plastics, we are going to give them paper bag, newspaper bag. That itself is a message. So they'll go into the beach only with a paper bag. That's number one activity. And all the plastics will be collected and pooled, and next day we'll make a plastic demon.
From a magic show with waste material by a disabled artist, to kite flying and skating with special messages, from sand art to a march past by school children holding solar lamps, the Chennai Greenathon promises to be action-packed.
Yes, you know, the olden days we have courier and everything. In the olden days the messages coming through pigeon. So we are tied to the Pigeon Association. We are going to release about 500 pigeons, each one carrying a message and bring back the message.
Here's to a green weekend in Chennai. Sanjay Pinto, NDTV.
Now, a forest fire is raging near Kodaikanal in Dindigul district. The fire started this morning in the Agamalai Uradi forest region. It's not known if sabotage led to that fire. Those visuals there on your screens of the fire in Kodaikanal. We don't even know if it was triggered by the blistering summer heat in the hills there. But certainly a lot of vegetation and animals, a lot of people living in the forest seem to have been affected by this. Well, after the break, Sehwag endorses a hair-raising product that brought smiles to his face, at least.